Damn, I'm just sitting here thinking, like, where the fuck, what the, what intro? I don't know, bro. I'm never gonna have one, man. It's just not working. Yo, yo, broke people get me tight. And the crazy part is, like, everybody be having their struggle story. Cause I'm gonna touch on that. Cause when I was a kid, man, I ain't know how bad shit was. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I ain't know how bad shit was. Like, I used to eat hot dogs like Monday to Thursday, and I thought that shit was normal. Bologna sandwiches, mind you, as an adult, I've never eaten bologna. Like, once a nigga hit 18, never in my life have I ate bologna. That's how traumatized that shit made me. I don't know what the fuck is it. What the fuck is bologna, bro? That shit is like pig neck. Like, what the fuck is bologna? That shit. What animal is that, bro? Ain't that shit like a kamikaze of like 1,000 animals? I don't know that shit is crazy. That shit color look crazy. The consistency, the taste. That's the only meat that don't taste the same. It tastes different from different fucking manufacturers. Like, shit make me tight. Fuck bologna. Noodles. People always got an excuse to eat noodles. Oh, I'm gonna eat noodles for the rest of my life. Da da da. Nigga, I don't want to eat that shit. Like, I want to eat it when I want to eat it, bro. Not because that's the only shit left. Like, I had it rough. Like, we dead had it rough. You want to hear how rough we had it? Like, I know some of y'all seen that everybody hates Chris. And y'all seen, like, they were trying to save money and stuff like that. Yo, my mom used to take us to the store, and they would sell mystery cans. I'll never forget this shit. They would sell mystery cans, and it was literally a can with no label on it for like 35 cents. And whatever the fuck, it was like a mystery ball. That shit was like a toy. It was like a fucking toy, but it was food. And whatever it is on you. So you buy that shit, it could be dog food. You fucked. It's on you. And I swear to God, this is a real thing. And we was in the hood. We lived in the hood. That's just what it was. And that shit was like Christmas. Like, it was like you unwrapping food to eat. Shit was crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that shit got me. That shit making me traumatized right now. Just talk about that shit. Yo, I remember, like, you would try to get like fruit cocktails and shit, but a lot of times it was like green beans, and it would be regular brown baked beans and weird shit. Like, you just had to make it work. That's when the motherfucking hot dogs came back. When you got the beans, too much. Wait, too much. But I'm telling you, it was a lot. Like, I didn't even know how poor we was. Like, we had, you know, a lot of times you couldn't tell because we would go to school in uniforms. So it's not like, we were drippy. Like, we had like amazing outfits and shit. But then niggas had church shoes and shit. That's when I knew something was wrong. Ain't no fucking kid supposed to go to school in the same shoes they wear for church. That don't make no goddamn sense. Like, I'm sitting here looking like I'm ready to pray, and I'm fucking catching footballs and trying to play dodgeball in gym. Like, I don't know. It was tough. We used to they used to cut the water, and it was only cold water. They'll cut the hot water off, and then we had to boil. Y'all know the vibes. Like, come on, man, come with me. Don't act like I'm the only one. They used to cut the cold water off. We would have to boil water. Sometimes that shit got mad hot. So then you sitting there butt ass naked, and you waiting for the hot water to get a little warm so you could put that shit on. So you could clean yourself. It was tough out there. Like it was really really tough. Like then on top of that, you live in the hood, so you poor, you live in a hood that's dangerous as fuck. Like it was just bad vibes. Like you fuck around, get killed just trying to walk up the street. Like let me put you into a story. You want to hear how bad it was? I grew up in Tilden Projects. Tilden Projects was literally like across the street from Brownsville Projects. Everybody knew Brownsville Projects because that shit was like notorious. It was in the daily news and stuff like that. They had Brownsville Projects on in the daily news with a map on how to catch criminals and like what way to catch them. Like so they had like the whole area mapped out and they gave like cops a way to catch them. Like it was crazy. Like but I say that to say this. I remember walking outside one day. True story, swear to God. I was in junior high. You know, my mom she fake would let me walk to school and then she told me she was following me like years later. I thought I was that dude. I wasn't. But I was walking to school and I saw two dudes arguing and they're arguing and one dude was, oh, give me my $5. No, give me my $5. I stopped to tie my shoe. I'm tying my shoe, you know, I got my head up looking at them. The dude literally shoots him over $5 and then proceeds to start running. There's a woman that's watching it because everybody, I'm telling you, nobody, 95% of the people in the hood don't have jobs. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. It is what it is. 95. There's a woman looking out the window and she's like, yo, come in here. Random woman. Don't know the dude from a hole in the wall. He's like, okay. The dude runs into her apartment. And I'm just standing there like, what the fuck? This is crazy. So I had a cell phone, a little cheap prepaid joint. I called my mom and I'm like, Mom, I guess she didn't have a chance to follow me yet. So I called, I'm like, Mom, I just saw somebody get shot on the Ave. You know, the Ave was maybe a block away from my house. She's hysterical. Oh my God, what's going on? Come back home. I'm like, nah, I have a test today in school. So I'm just gonna go. And I swear to God, I just walked right there. I mean, I was a young kid. I realized that I didn't call the cops. I, all right, that sounds crazy, but maybe somebody else did. That part of the story I don't remember, and I'm not trying to like the nigga didn't die. By the way, I wasn't an accessory to murder or no wild shit like that. But still, that 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 happened. But I'm losing track of the story. Yeah, I think like some old lady called the cops, like called an ambulance, not the cops, because what the fuck the cops gonna do? Like an old lady had called the ambulance. That's why I didn't call. I called my mom. Yeah, so that's how that went. Cause that sounded crazy. That sounded like I was out here just watching people just get popped off and all that stuff. But yeah, that was tough. It was rough out there, man. And yeah, they kind of. I don't want y'all snitching on me, man. I ain't do nothing. I'm just letting you know right now. I ain't do nothing to nobody. That area was bad before I got there, and that shit's still bad right now. But it was tough, man. When I think about it, I do remember on Fridays we dad used to get Chinese food, and as an adult, you're like, yo, Chinese food ain't shit. That shit was a big deal on Fridays, and I tell people all the time. I say appreciate what you have because literally, I'll go to Buffalo Wild Wings on Monday, Applebee's on Tuesday, Ruth Chris on Wednesday, Outback on like I'll go to all these places that was such a big deal that like my parents couldn't afford to take me to when I was younger. And I do see people that are like that, and you know, they go through that now, and it's like just appreciate everything you have and the moments that you have, because everybody doesn't get to experience life to the fullest. I didn't watch nobody die, man. I'm out of here.